Hello, I'm Kerry Bloedorn. Welcome back for part 5 of our Hodag Heritage series. Today we're going to talk about Hodags everywhere. Come on.
Yes, the Hodag has certainly withstood the tests of time. Rhinelander citizens, both native and transplants, are called Hodags, and the saying is, once a Hodag, always a Hodag, no matter where one lives afterward. Not only has Rhinelander built a legacy on Mr. Shepard's famous creature, but the Hodag has been featured in literature and film. A musical was created in the 1960s titled Hodag, and was performed all over the country, even taking a trip to Europe. More recently, a story called The Hodag Increments by Michael Scooble was adapted as a radio drama and performed by the Rhinelander High School Drama Department. Rhinelander resident Jerry Scheidel has played the part of Gene Shepard on a number of occasions, and perpetrated Gene's tent-style Hodag performance at more recent county fairs. Many people over the years have helped to carry on the tradition started by Mr. Shepard. The Hodag history and culture has been written about by local writers and historians such as T.V. Olson, Lee Mayer, Chris Gilbertson, and others. A 2012 episode of Scooby-Doo featured the Hodag as a menace on the show. Old Shep himself appears in the cartoon as a traveling showman with a cabinet of curiosities. In 2017, J.K. Rowling, creator of the Harry Potter series, saw fit to include the Hodag in a new book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, bringing the Hodag to a younger and even larger audience. In 2021, the Hodag was included as a question on the famous trivia show, Jeopardy! In recent years, the Hodag has been involved in parody and spoof content on the internet, including I Saw a Hodag, a parody of the Tiger King song I Saw a Tiger as seen on the Netflix documentary, as well as an annual Groundhog's Day video, where instead of a groundhog looking for its shadow, a Hodag does. As previously mentioned, Hodag depictions can be found scattered all over the Rhinelander community. The largest Hodag sculpture, located at the Chamber of Commerce building, greets visitors to town and is a popular spot for photos.
Rhinelander business advocacy group, Downtown Rhinelander Inc., developed a fiberglass molded Hodag blank which local artists painted in a variety of ways and themes before they were auctioned off, many of which can be seen around the Hodag city using a map that can be picked up at the Rhinelander Chamber of Commerce, Pioneer Park Historical Complex, or the Hodag store.
There certainly is no shortage of Hodag depictions to be found, and hundreds of artists have created images of Hodags. Depictions of Hodags vary greatly artist to artist. The original was described as being black, and manifested in that color in the early days. But sometime over the decades, for reasons forgotten to time, it has been popularly depicted as green, and has become the most common colored Hodag seen. The most plausible explanation told is that when the Rhinelander High School adopted the Hodag as its mascot, the school colors were green and white, and so one thing had to change. the school colors, or the color of the Hodag. I'm sure you can tell what the decision was.
Pioneer Park Historical Complex in Rhinelander has a famous logging museum, and it is the official Hodag museum in the community. It has some of the oldest Hodags on display in town. A replica of Gene's original Hodag was carved in 1951 by Ed Stoltz and is on display with many others. Hodag souvenirs can be purchased at the museum's gift shop as well. The complex's staff entertains thousands of visitors every summer from all over the country and all over the world with a version of the Hodag legend.
The Rhinelander Historical Society Museum near Gene Shepard's early Rhinelander home on Pelham Street has original photographs of Gene and the Hodag preserved in their archive. In 2018, Rhinelander native Ben Brunell opened the Hodag store on Shepherd Street, where visitors and locals love to shop for Hodag swag. The Hodag store stocks over 200 individual Hodag items, including everything from figurines to hats, even stocking their signature Hodag beer and Hodag vodka. Best Embroideries and Hodag Gift Shop in downtown Rhinelander also stocks a variety of Hodag-themed souvenirs and clothing, and produced a very popular pandemic mask with the Hodag face on it. Over the years, a number of artists and authors have started their own Hodag-based businesses. Rhinelander native Jill Kosmarski wrote the beloved Happy the Hodag children's book series and has a full line of fun items associated with her books, from plush stuffed toys to lip balms. Tom Barnett, whose art studio is located in downtown Rhinelander, also has a children's book series based on his Bob the Hodag character. Mr. Barnett has also offered up his artistic services to a number of outlets by designing a myriad of Hodag depictions for area businesses and organizations. The Hodag can be seen on logos, in murals, wood carvings, church stained glass, and more around Rhinelander. The largest ever depiction of the Hodag can be seen on the side of the new Hodag Dome Indoor Sports Complex at the Rhinelander High School, and is just over 75 feet long. The Hodag hasn't just stayed in Rhinelander and the North Woods, but has intrigued cryptid, folklore, and American mythology groups all across the nation. The Trek Bicycle Company has a fat tire bike called the Hodag. Hodag Deer Licks and other products can be found with a web search. Other communities and organizations across the country have adopted the Hodag for various purposes, and it's wonderful to see the Hodag making its way to fans across America. But no matter where Hodags pop up, all roads lead back to Rhinelander, Wisconsin, the home of the Hodag.
The Hodag lore and its roots go back potentially thousands of years. Even though we've covered a great deal of information in this series, the nature of the Hodag, how wide its reach has become, and the impact it's had on Wisconsin culture makes it near impossible to cover every aspect of the Hodag. But we think that's okay, because the Hodag is larger than this documentary, and we have left some mystery for you to explore and to discover for yourself. We believe the fascination with the Hodag will live on and attract visitors to the Rhinelander area for decades to come. In turn, they will fall in love with the thousands of clear glacial lakes, pristine wetlands, and beautiful forests of the North Woods of Wisconsin. Undoubtedly, others will come along to carry on the traditions, heritage, and preserve the Hodag legacy for the future to enjoy. Gene Shepard said it best when he said, "Thousands of people came to view the Hodag, and not one of them went away without having learned a little more about northern Wisconsin. And it's safe to guess that each one of those thousands told others what they had seen and heard. And in this way, the beauties, opportunities, and resources of northern Wisconsin spread, and many who came out of curiosity only have come to make their home with us, either permanently or for a few weeks or months out of the year. Long live the Hodag. That's a wrap. Bulldog.